Hello and welcome to Seven Hills Elementary Curriculum Night. Let's get started with our Seven Hills mission statement. At Seven Hills Elementary, we empower learners to be leaders by developing the whole person. As a community, we will aim high and persevere when the work is hard, knowing that together we will accomplish greatness. At Seven Hills, these are our beliefs that relationships impact achievement. Everyone has genius. Everyone can be a leader. We believe in developing the whole person, that change starts with me, and educators empower students to lead their own learning. Seven Hills Elementary is a lighthouse school, so we teach leadership, we teach culture, and we align those with academics. We teach the 7 habits of highly effective people. There are some great resources on this page for you to click on to find out more about Leader in Me. Every morning from 7:40 to 8 o'clock, we have Habit Huddle. We start off with our mission statement, and we have respect agreements that we go over, and we learn and practice the 7 habits during that time. We do not want your kids to miss our fun Habit Huddle. So this year, kindergarten through 5th grade is having what's called extended learning opportunities. It's like homework, but they will be given out on Friday and they are due the following Friday. Our goal is to encourage students to work at home with family members to see what they are learning every week. We also encourage Lexia and Imagine Math and, of course, reading. Transportation ride changes need to be made by 2:30 every day. You can call the front office for ride changes. Office pickups, no students are going to be released after 2:30 for office pickup, just to make sure that student teachers know where they're going before dismissal. And in the car line, if you will please make sure if you are picking up your child, you have the car pickup tag. And if you need to get out of the car to buckle your students, if you will please just pull up past the cones.
Alrighty, so all NISD students in elementary and middle school will continue to have free breakfast and lunch for the remainder of the 2021-2022 school year. Make sure you click on the links in this slide deck to fill out the school lunch application and also to view your lunch account and make some online payments. So attendance is wildly important at Seven Hills, and our goal is for our students to meet or exceed end-of-year expectations. And when students miss school, they are missing opportunities to learn and grow. We also want to make sure that everyone is healthy and safe. Please do not send your child to school if they are sick. Make sure you take a look at our NISD COVID safety protocols. All right, what to do if your child is absent? Call or email your child's teacher and the front office to report an absence. When your child returns to school, send a parent note or a doctor's note. If your child leaves early for a doctor's appointment, send a doctor's note the following day. And if your child tests positive for COVID-19, make sure you report it in this link on the NISD site. Okay, so here is our campus information, our administration team, our principal, Kim Blackburn, assistant principal, Kevin Austin, our counselor, Jennifer Morales, and our office manager, Lacey Denman, and their contact information. Our lunch schedules are also on this slide, and our school times, start times, and stop times. And we love to stay connected at Seven Hills, so make sure that you check out our common communication platforms to stay connected. Please be sure you have signed up for your child's class Seesaw and have bookmarked the campus Google site and Facebook page. If you are not receiving email and text updates from the campus, please contact the front office. Let's meet our third grade team.
Hi there, I am Deanne Collinsworth. I'm in the picture on the far left with Mrs. Franks. I teach math and science, and I team with Ms. Franks.
I'm Brenda Franks. I teach the reading and the writing with social studies.
And I am Mrs. Gill on the other side. I teach reading and social studies.
And I am Miss Lockwood. I teach math and science.
All right, here's a little bit of third grade information. This is a slide of our ELA or language arts schedule. There will be reading and writing for the first group, and then go through skills block and then switch. And then the schedule starts over for the second group. So if, for example, with Mrs. Franks and I, my class will go to Mrs. Franks first thing in the morning after habit huddle, go through the language arts time period, then switch, and then I will have them at the end of the day so that they can end the day with me, and then vice versa. And then the same thing for Mrs. Gill and Mrs. Lockwood. Then this is our math schedule, so I will teach Mrs. Frank's class in the morning and have my class for math in the afternoon, and then the same thing for Mrs. Gill and Mrs. Lockwood. For our math workshop, we use the Origo curriculum, and these are just a few of the concepts that we work on this year. These are some of the heavy hitters, the ones that we spend a lot of time on and work really hard on. A lot of these have a lot of new learning in them. It's a little different from second grade. This is a few examples of our STAR math questions that they might see on the STAR math test at the end of the year. As you can see, there's a lot of reading involved. We not only need to know all of our math facts and how to read and answer math equations, but we also have to be able to read to understand what the question is asking. So improving on our reading is going to be a big help for math as well as reading. All right, for reading and writing, we use the workshop model, and we use the Lucy Calkins curriculum for reading, writing, and phonics. We have many lessons that we teach, and we use guided reading for small groups and strategy groups. We do a lot of conferring with individuals in small groups as well. And the skills block involves a lot of the grammar. For third grade reading this year, you have some links you can click on if you would like to see how their learning progresses when we're doing informational reading versus narrative. And narrative is more the story format.
And the third grade writing. Also for writing, you'll see the learning progressions below. These are just the expectations that we have for them as writers. You can look at the narrative checklist and then the opinion checklist to get an idea of your third grade as writers. Next, you're going to find some examples of the third grade STAR questions. You can see a sample passage there. That would be a narrative nonfiction with the questions that follow. And again, the questions in reading are just as rigorous as the questions are in math. Not so much just the basic comprehension, but more inferring, deeper comprehension skills. These are the third grade expectations by the end of the year. They should be on a reading, DRA level 40. We'd like them to be at a level 3 or higher on the writing, and then should have mastered addition, subtraction, and their multiplication facts, as well as meet the STAR test for reading and math. Those are the 2 STAR tests that they will take. On their computers, and even in your home computer, they can log into their portal at portal.nisdtx.org. They're going to use their same username and password as they do here at school, but they can access these common apps at home just like they do at school, like Lexi and Reading, Imagine Math Facts, the Seesaw, which is our digital learning environment, and as well as Epic, which is some digital books that they can see. Our third grade daily expectations. Third grade is a big jump from the other grades. And for instance, in reading, now our reading is shifting from learning to read to learn. In math, there's a very large percentage of new learning that are brand new concepts along with more problem solving and reasoning. The most important expectations that we have is for paying attention, following directions, learning new concepts, and taking responsibility for our own work. We hold all of our students accountable, and we hold high expectations for them in all of these areas all year long. And finally, our WIGS and leadership notebooks are a very big part here at Seven Hills Elementary. And you will see the notebook, the parts of the notebook that are contained. And our WIGs, we always work on a wildly important goal, and we help keep them improving in their reading or their math. We hope you've enjoyed this presentation. If at any time you need to contact any of us, please feel free to reach out, call us, or email us, and we'd be happy to get back with you. Thank you for joining us.
Goodbye.
Bye.